At Mastercard, digital transformation is at the heart of what we do. We look to leverage our technology, our partnerships, our network, our investment even, to continue to power technology that helps women SMEs to digitize their operations. And as you know, with digitalization comes operational efficiencies, also enables these women to get access to or build a digital footprint based on transaction data as well, that also facilitates access to credit. So this is at the very heart of who we are as a technology company in the payments industry. Yeah, I think it's interesting, right? Because sometimes when you think of digital, you think maybe it's cost. Well, actually, I think we see that it's a little bit simpler than that, for lack of a better word. It's awareness, of what is the technology that's out there? How can I get access to it without creating a lot of investment? And that's why Mastercard, we're really focused, and we really support occasions where we're able to continue to disseminate this knowledge and information that actually access to technology doesn't need to cost a lot, right? And you just need to know where to go. And we also try and, we have what we call the Entrepreneurial Odyssey platform, which is an online platform full of free digital content that again helps to disseminate this information and raise this awareness that it doesn't need to be complicated to start on that route to digitalization. I would say when we talk digitalization, we often focus it on access to credit alone, but no. In the new era we're in, loyalty is the next currency, right? And for you to be able to create loyalty offerings for your consumers, you need to know who they are and what their needs are. Digital, getting access to data from your consumers, their spending behavior, their spending patterns, all of that digitalized data gets you on that route towards engaging with your customers differently. So it's important to digitalize your operations because not only does it accelerate your access to credit, but it also helps you to tap into the new normal, which is this new currency of being a lot more engaged with your consumers through loyalty offerings.
So basically, I've started to come across, let's say, such events and such initiatives when we started with InstaShop like 5 years ago. And to be honest, back then, because you're a newbie, you don't know what's going on. You don't know, like, are there any similar women like me? Are there women out there trying to do something? Are there women who are successful at something? So for me, it was first of all amazing for my confidence in a way, knowing that, okay, look at her, she made it. I could find like learnings about other women. So I guess it's very, very important to helping to normalize women entrepreneurship overall. I think it's a work in progress. I cannot think of one thing, right? Especially when you're starting your business, it's like a waterfall of challenges. So it's very hard to pick one thing. I would focus more on being aware of your industry, whatever it is, because especially for e-commerce, it changes rapidly, right? So every day, every week, every month, things might switch. So being aware of how things evolve around you is very important. And of course, progress every day, step by step.
I feel that for women entrepreneurs to get the same support that men entrepreneurs are getting. Everybody, really, why does it have to be so different? We have the same needs and wants as we grow our business. So I really don't feel like there should be a division between men and women. It should just be an entrepreneur and what kind of support we give to an entrepreneur. I would say like financial, just with banking, and rates of if you need to take a loan out or anything like that. It's quite high here, so that sort of support I feel would have been beneficial. I grew the company myself and bootstrapped it just because I found the rates very high, and I didn't want to put that kind of money into borrowing money. I would say just do all your homework first. There's a lot of moving pieces that have to all come together. So really track it, put things on a spreadsheet, put all your costs on a spreadsheet just to make sure that you're covering everything. And yeah, there's a lot of pieces involved when you're setting it up. In general, watch your cash flow and avoid the flashy. Keep it very minimal and modest. And consider things like COVID. I mean, COVID came out of nowhere. It caught everybody by surprise. So having the reserves to be able to ride that through and, is more important than having a big flashy office.
From Mastercard was amazing. It came at a very, very low time in our life. We just had the Beirut explosion, and it coincided with the time that Mastercard released the movie about 5 women entrepreneurs from around the world. And Sarah's bag was one of the women I was one of the women selected to be in this movie. And they called us up telling us that they'll be releasing the film, and at that time we were really at a very low place, and this is when they started thinking how could they help. And the best idea was actually to collaborate together on a collection, and this collection would employ everyone that works with us, so we would all be working again, and it was perfect at that time. I think the best support is mentorship. Mentorship is really a very good support from woman to woman. And also having companies mentor smaller companies or social companies like Mastercard did for us. They helped us a lot in growing our company digitally. So I think this is something very important. In my part of the world, like from Lebanon, it was very hard for us to know the digital market, how to market our stuff. And it took us some time. But when we got it, we really got it. We learned that we first had to create and then create a stock, and after that, market it and sell it. Always ask a lot of questions, ask for help. A lot of other people who provide help once asked. So I advise them to really seek help.
So I'm a big believer in no matter what kind of business you have, you should have a way for clients or customers to be able to pay digitally. And that to me is essential, and there's a number of different ways that you can do that, different payment gateways, different apps that you can use for that. And we really believe that if you don't give that opportunity to your clients, you're leaving money on the table. So it's very important to look at the different opportunities you can have for digital payments.